Welcome, this is Saad Usman, and today I brought to you a very powerful combo of index and match. The application of index and match can be learned or can be understood very easily if we discuss index and match one by one. So let's first focus on index. The index formula lets you return or find the value of a cell which is at the intersection of a specific row or a column. First of all, let's see the syntax of the formula. If we type in index, this formula can be written in two different ways. First is an array form and the second one is the reference form. So for this video, we're going to use the first array form. In array form, we have to first select a range of cells where our answer lies. For example, I want to find out the sales of Karachi region for a specific product, let's say mangoes. So I will select this Karachi region sales, and from this I will select the row number. The row number of mangoes is row number 2. So I will manually put in 2 and I will get the answer of 1255, which is the sales of mango in Karachi region. Similarly, if I want to find out the sales of let's say bananas, so I will have to just change the row number from 2 to 4 and I will get the sales of bananas in the Karachi region. Similarly, if we want to apply the same formula on rows, so we will select index and let's see if we want to find out peaches sales across different regions. So first of all, we have to select the range of cells, and then the Excel formula, the syntax asks us about the row number. Since it's a single dimensional array, which means either a single row or a single column. In a single row, we don't have to specify the row number. We can either specify 1 or we can just skip it, but we will have to specify the column number in this case. So I'm going to skip the row number by pressing a comma. And in case of column number, we want to find out the sales of Islamabad region for peaches. I will type in 3 and then I will get 1040, which is the peaches sales in the Islamabad region. So you can see in a single dimensional array, we have to only provide either the row number or the column number. Moving on to the next example, for if we want to move to the multi-dimensional array, for example, there is a range of cells in which the sales have been entered for various regions and various products, and I want to find out the sales for, let's say, strawberry in Peshawar region. So I can find out like this: index, and I will select the range of cells where actually my answer lies. So I will exclude the headings, the region names or the product names, because that part is not my answer. My answer part is the value part, which is I've already selected. And in this case, I will have to first specify the row number. The row number of strawberry is 3 and the column number of Islamabad or let's say Peshawar is 4. So I will manually input the row and column number. So I will get 1327, which is the Peshawar sales for the product strawberries. We can also automate the manual input of the row numbers and column numbers by using the formula, the match. The match formula simply returns the relative positioning of that lookup value from the top or the left portion of the array. Let me show you how. For example, if I want to find out the relative positioning of strawberries in the range of products, so I will look up strawberries and I will specify the range of products, and for the last part of the argument, match formula gives us 3 options: less than, exact match, and greater than. Less than and greater than are normally used when we are working with numbers. For the purpose of text lookup, you will always want to have an exact match. So we can put a 0 here, so that the formula checks where it can find strawberries in the range, and it returns 3, which means the strawberry from the top is at the 3rd position. Similarly, I can find out the relative positioning of the region Peshawar in the area of regions, and then I will again select 0 for exact match, and the Peshawar is at the 4th position in the range of cells. And then in this case, I'm going to use a second index formula where I can apply the index and match together. So index, I will select the range of cells where my answer lies. Then I will apply for row number, I will apply the first match formula. Match, in the row we have products, so I will select strawberries and I will look up strawberry in this range of cells, an exact match, and then comma, and we will move on to the column number. In column number I will again use match and I will look up Peshawar in the region in this area, and I will again try to find out an exact match. First we close a bracket of match and then we close a bracket of index, and we get the same answer of 1327 which we calculated earlier. So this is the index and match formula, and I'm going to now share you some examples. For example, if I want to find out the sale of any product in Karachi region, let's say I will select the Karachi region and then I will match, for example, strawberries in Karachi region. So I will give one dimensional array in the argument, and I will just specify the row number in the match column and through the match formula, and I will close the bracket for index. So I will get the same answer 13713. So I will get the answer 1373 of which is the sales of strawberries in the region Karachi. The next example would be, the next question would be sale of strawberries in any region. So let's say we find out, we take this range of cells, the strawberry sales across all regions, and then we have to go to the column portion. So we specify an empty string, or we skip the row number part of the index formula and we go directly to the column part. And in column part I'm going to look up, for example, Peshawar in this case, and I will look up Peshawar in this area, and comma 0 for exact match, bracket close for match, and then bracket close for index. I will get 1327 which is the strawberry sales in the region of Peshawar. For example, if I change this to, let's say, Quetta, so I would result 1270 which is the strawberry sales in the region Quetta. The third question is sale of a given product in a given region. This is which we have already done. For example, I will change this entirely. I will go to apples and I will go to, say, Lahore. Then I can find in a multi-dimensional array sales of a particular product using match formula. First we apply match on product, exact match, and then we apply match again for region. We look up Lahore in this area, and then we apply an exact match by applying 0, and bracket close for index will give us 1430, which is basically apples and Lahore 1430. The last question is basically the total sales of a product across all regions. Let's say if I want to find out the apple sales across all regions, in all regions the sales of apples is, let's say, 6401. So I can find out using the index formula. In this case we have to sum the sales of all the products, we have to sum the sales, we have to aggregate the sales of apples across all regions. So I'm going to apply sum, and inside sum I'm going to give an index formula, and an index formula, if I select every portion, all the range of cells, the entire range of cells, then I know that I have to calculate the sales for the for a specific product. So I can match the product name in the range of cells. But for the case of column, I want to have the sales of all regions. So I cannot specify either 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, because I want to have sales of all the regions. So if I do not provide any column number, and if I just close the bracket of index and then sum, the result will be an error, because in a multi-dimensional array we have to provide sum, column number and row number both. But in this case, if I provide a 0 because I don't want to specify any column number. I can specify 0 and then I close the index bracket and then close the sum bracket. Then I will get a 6401 sales value, which is the exact sales value of apples and the across all regions. If I drag the sales value down and I can change the product name over here, let's say go to peaches, and peaches sales is 6167, which is exactly my answer over here. So index and match is a very powerful formula. You can stop using vlookup and start using index and match instead. Just to show you another example, that names of the products do not have to be in the leftmost column of the range of cells. If I just cut and paste it over here, none of my formulas give an error. And similarly, if the names of the column, the regions, if they are not at the top but let's say at the bottom, even then my answer will not be different. So in this case, you can see that the index and match formula is not restricted or limited as the vlookup formula. So it's much more powerful than the vlookup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.